Hi everyone, we're going to begin our course by introducing ourselves on VoiceThread, but we're going to do it a very special way. We're calling this Say Hello, and we're going to do it by imagining if I were, and then we'll fill in the blank. This is what you will do in the VoiceThread. First of all, you will upload your picture if you would like, or you can upload an image that you would like to use to represent yourself. That's just fine too. Then you want to tell us your name, where you live, and something about your interests, what you like to do, if you like to dance, listen to music, whatever. And then I want you to answer the following 3 questions using the same word patterns and punctuation that I use. And that's going to be very important. Here are the questions we're going to look at, and then we'll look at let me get some color here. We'll look at the questions, and then we'll look at example answers. Here's the first question. If you were an animal, what would you be and why? The second question. If you were a word, where would I find you in the dictionary and why? And finally, if someone would look in your purse, what is one weird thing she might find there and why? I don't know about you, but if someone looked in my purse, she'd find some pretty strange things. Okay, here is an example. And hang on here, let me get a inking pen. This is what I would do for myself. My name is Dr. Moreland. Here you go. And I live in Dallas, Texas. And I enjoy dancing, hiking, dancing, and listening to music. Note that I put a comma here, and I put a comma here that separates the city from the state. Okay? And then a period, and then what I enjoy. A comma between these words too, because they're items in a series. Now for the interesting questions. If I were an animal, I would be the yellowfish I saw in an aquarium last weekend because it swims delicately in the blue water. Try to make your sentence just that visual. And you want to use these special constructions. First of all, you want to use this introductory subordinate clause, if I were an animal. Follow it by a comma, because you always follow an introductory subordinate clause with a comma. And then what you would be, the yellowfish I saw in an aquarium last weekend, and then the next subordinate clause, beginning with because it swims delicately in the blue water. Lots of adjectives. Note you do not have a comma here, because you don't use a comma when you begin of a cause clause, subordinate clause at the end of the sentence. Second sentence, if I were a word in the dictionary, you want to use that same structure, followed again by a comma. Why a comma? Because this is a subordinate clause leading a sentence. Okay, so if you were in the word in the dictionary, where would you be? I would be under the seas. That's where I would be for capricious. Because, here's that because clause again, and you want to use that often, you want to use that also. I often make decisions impulsively. Here comes another comma, because I'm going to add some extra information in the form of a clause, especially when I go shopping. So when you want your sentence to have this clause, if I were a word in the dictionary, comma, you want to follow it with the information, and then you want the because clause, no comma here. I often make decisions impulsively, another comma, and then why or when, especially when I go shopping. Third sentence, you're going to begin a different way. This is the way you're going to begin it. As for an item in my purse, comma, anyone who looks carefully inside it would find, and what would they find in your purse? In mine, they would find an old tube of lipstick because, one more time, that because clause, I haven't taken the time to throw it out. As for an item in my purse, anyone who looks carefully inside it would find, what would someone find inside your purse? Maybe a stick of chewing gum, maybe a bobby pin, maybe your cell phone. You write it down here with the because clause, no comma before it, and then the reason why. Okay? Now it's your turn, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Bye.